Hi there my favorite people, and welcome back to my channel. This is the It Stands for the Sun Tarot channel, and here I am with the air conditioning still on, still no candles because it's hot as shit in here, but hopefully it's not going to be too distracting. I know you can hear some of the noise of the air conditioning and I apologize for that, but trust me, I couldn't focus otherwise. Anyway, today we are taking a look at your person's intentions and whether or not you can trust them. We have 4 piles as always. Today we are picking based on, I have no idea what this deck is called, just a sec, Magic of You Oracle deck. Okay, for you, pile 1, I have number 27 with Resilience and Burn Away the Past. For you, pile 2, we have number 14, Lavaria, Let Love Grow. Number 26 is for pile 3 with Protection and Set Personal Boundaries. And pile number 4, finally, we have number 10, Firgan, Become a Loving Mirror. As always, you can take all the time that you need to pick your pile, use your intuition, and once you have selected said pile, you can scroll down into the description box below, find a timestamp for your reading, and I'm going to meet you there. Hi there, pile 1, and welcome to your reading, baby. As you already know, today we are taking a look at your person's intentions and whether or not you can trust them. For this reading, you've chosen the card Resilience, number 27 with Burn Away the Past. We're going to leave that in the center here and take a look at the other cards that came out. We have healthy choices, making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, being happier. We have the Garden and the Gate. We have Blessed, number 22. Also, the Garden and the Gate is number 30, forgot to mention. We also have Last Quarter Moon in Aquarius, reflect on your priorities. We have the Knight of Wands, the World, and Temperance. Okay, so pile 1, right off the bat, I'm getting the energy of someone who's trying to leave behind their player days because they have quite a serious crush on you, which is really, really cute. Okay, so this person, what can I tell you about them? I feel like they're pretty set on their decision to pursue a commitment with you. I really feel like they are ready to end this sort of cycle in their life where they were just after sort of meaningful flings that for some reason I'm getting ended up hurting them more than they expected, because I don't know, with this healthy choices here, it really leads me to believe that this person remained stuck in this sort of cycle because they really thought for a long time that it was still better than the other option, which was commitment, which, you know, for people who are afraid of commitment seems like a logical enough decision, but I don't know, it may have been something about the people that they were attracting for these meaningless flings, the environments maybe in which they were able to find these meaningless flings that ended up really messing with their head and their heart. So they really want to do better for themselves, and they want to also kind of like bring to light a better version of themselves. I feel like they very much realize the fact that you are a catch. I'm getting sort of, I don't know if this is like actually your energy or it's just the way that this person interprets your energy, but I'm definitely getting something soft, like a sort of soft beauty. Maybe you're also soft spoken, maybe you are someone who has very gentle touches, or they don't really maybe you don't really gesticulate a lot, maybe you don't really use your hands a lot when you are talking, and just your whole body, the way I always do in these readings. Maybe you're more calm, collected, and I really feel like you're your feeling of calm is spreading to this person, and I feel like they really, really enjoy being in your energy because you just help them drown out a lot of their overthinking and a lot of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just this sort of calm numbness that comes over them when they are in your presence, and they don't have to think about their past. They don't have to overanalyze their future. They are just able to be right there with you in the current moment. I don't know how much attention you actually pay to this person. Obviously, you're here, asking about them. You're definitely a little bit reticent to give them a chance. I feel like their player ways are something that was quite well known in the environment that you run in, that both of you run in, and you're really kind of like reticent because of that, because for obvious reasons nobody wants to get played, nobody wants to be just a fling. I really feel like, obviously there are people who want meaningless flings, but I really don't feel like you are one of them. This person really finds themselves in a situation where they are weighing in their options, and they're very much considering you a healthier choice for them, like the card says in itself. I know that's not much. I really know that people come here to hear about these really powerful, strong feelings of passion and love that their person has for them, but I can't lie to you. Like I said, I don't even know how much time you pay to this person, how much, time and energy you pay to them. So I really don't feel like the connection is, that far along. So for the beginning stages, I feel like it's still pretty good, because I definitely sense a sort of developing crush that is only amplified by the fact that they know you would be good for them, which maybe you want to interpret it as selfish, but I feel like that is just, I don't know. I personally found myself in a lot of situations where I liked somebody just because I knew they were good for me. I mean, not just because, but it was definitely the driving factor, and things really ended up well, and more feelings were developed along the way. I know it's not the sort of whirlwind romance that we are reading about and seeing in movies and TV shows, but I feel like it's also better in a lot of ways. But going back to this person, I feel like you will need a lot of patience with this person, because meanwhile they believe their mind is pretty much made, and they're pretty certain that they want you in their life. They still have these past fears that may cause them from time to time to run and hide, and just get into their, in their hermit mode and not talk to you for a couple of days, not have any interactions with you, because like I said, they want to run away from their player ways, because they realize that at the end of the day, it does them more harm than the other option, that they are afraid of commitment, but that doesn't make the fear of commitment go away. Obviously, Pawan, you're not in any way forced to wait for this person to reform or anything like that. You can definitely move on with your life and find someone who is, already ready for a commitment to you, which I really would recommend. But if you do want to give this person a chance, I do see a lot of potential for the connection itself. And like I said, they do have good intentions with you. So if you're wondering if they just want to use you, if they just want to have another meaningless fling with you, or you know, just have a sort of fleeting passion, that is definitely not the case. They are trying to come towards you in the right way. Maybe you even notice this in the way they speak to you, or you know, just the way they look at you. But I feel like they also sort of embody some of your softness. Maybe they're, like I said, actually noticeably more calm when they are with you, and I say noticeably because I really get a lot of quick energy when it comes to this person, a lot of passionate energy, a lot of impulsive energy, and that is how they act around other people. That is pretty much what they are known for. So when they're really so, you know, calm and collected when they are with you, it's really a noticeable change in them. Back to their intentions, like I said, they want to come towards you right. They want to burn away the past, like we've already discussed. They want to end this cycle of them getting into meaningless connections for, you know, shit and giggles. They really want something real. And they also realize how much of a catch you are. I'm really being drawn to this garden and the gate. I don't feel like they feel good enough in themselves to really come towards you with a genuine offer. They feel like they're not good enough for you as of right now, but they're really hoping to change their ways and change themselves, and really be able to bring forward this better version of themselves and approach you from that healthier headspace. So can you trust this person? I would say that yes, you can trust this person, and when in doubt, just talk to them. Honestly, if you have any questions about what is going on or why they are acting the way that they're acting, just try to keep the communication as clear and open as possible, and just establish trust between the two of you. I feel like they are someone who is also pretty fragile at this time. Once again, I'm getting these messages that are not very clear, but it's something along the lines of something happened, you know, with their old life, with, you know, their old patterns that they were stuck in. Something happened and it kind of like amplified their trust issues, because I feel like trust issues were always a factor in their decisions, but because of whatever has happened, I would say more recently than not, those trust issues have been amplified for sure. Is there anything else I can tell you? No, I think that has been it. All right, Pawan, if you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. What was that? If you enjoyed the reading, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I would love to keep your wonderful energy around, and I really hope to see you in another reading. Bye! Hi there, Paltu, and welcome to your reading, baby. As you already know, today we are taking a look at your person's intentions and whether or not you can trust them. For this reading, you have chosen number 14, Lovaria, with Let Love Grow. We're going to leave that in the center of your reading and take a look at the other cards that chose to come through. We have Stabbed in the Back, Heartbreak, Pain, Separation, Deception, Shocking Attack. We have Patience, number 16. We have number 15, Message in a Bottle. I love this. Let me rearrange that real quick. Look at that. We have number 14, 15, and 16. I love it so much because it aligns so well with the message on the card that you chose. Like, let love grow, like let love naturally develop and don't rush into things. I love it so much when things align so well. But anyway, back to the cards. We also have last square moon in Scorpio reveal what needs to be seen. And in terms of tarot, we have Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and White Numen here. All right. Pile 2. Your person is someone who has, I feel like, experienced how do I say this? I feel like they have experienced the heartbreak of being stabbed in the back by somebody they really cared about. Like they experienced that for themselves. And right now they find themselves in this place where they are not really willing to rush into anything too serious. Maybe that has been an element in that past relationship, whatever the type of it. Maybe it was really just a friendship, but it just developed really, really fast, and this person became too trusting way too soon, and gave the other person ammunition, so to speak, in order to hurt them, which is absolutely horrible and so ugly to experience. But because of that, I really feel like they're not willing to sort of jump over any sort of stages in relationships, because you know how some people have it in their head that you really need to go through every single stage before you get to actually being in a relationship. Like, first of all, you have to, I don't know, maybe be friends, then you ask them on a date, you go on, like, I don't know, 5 dates before you kiss, and then 5 more before you sleep together, that sort of thing. I really feel like in this person's head, things are very much organized. I wouldn't be surprised if this person has, quite the plan when it comes to you. And my advice to you, Paul, too, this can be annoying, I know, but I really would advise you to let this person take their time. One, like, first and foremost, because you respect them, you respect their experiences, and you respect the fact that they want to grow in that feeling of safety that they have around you. You don't want them to feel uncomfortable. And also because it is possible, but this is just an additional reason, because it is possible this person is going to draw back if you really try to be too forward with them. I would really advise you let them take their time and run through their different steps. It would be actually quite funny if they actually followed that example that I gave with the 5 days before kissing and 5 days before. Anyway, but yeah, I really feel like this person has something very traditional in their mind as well. When it comes to you, they want to come correct. They want to be a true gentleman or a true lady, and not give too much away from the beginning. Leave some things to the imagination, whatever other people say. I don't know, man, I'm a fire sign who has like a water moon. Like, what do you expect from me? I'm literally all in from the beginning, and I get attached way too fast. So I can't say that I understand this person's approach, but I do understand that it's something very traditional and something that develops over time. I can't really speak of their feelings for you at this current time, because I don't feel like, even if they were very strong, I wouldn't think that this person would admit those to themselves, because they really don't want to form an attachment too fast once again, which maybe is something that they've done a lot in the past, because it's not just something that you develop with just one person, at least in my opinion. If you have that sort of attachment issue, which I know I have, it's going to be with every person that you meet for the most part. But this person's intentions, we've already discussed those. They want the traditional way of dating and getting into a relationship step by step, having a plan about it and all of that. With can this person be trusted? I would say that yes, they can. And even the thing is, obviously it's important to know from the start if you can trust this person, which I think you can, by the way. But I would argue that in all this time that they are meaning to spend with you and build a relationship with you, you're also going to be able to figure out that for yourself along the way, because also this is something that they are trying to figure out as well, if you can be trusted, if your intentions are correct. So when they are trying to do that with you, I feel like you can really like pick up on some cues and figure it out when it comes to them as well. In addition to that, I really feel, I can't stop but noticing the fact that we have a lot of earth energy when it comes to this pile. We have the Eight of Pentacles, obviously we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. Maybe this person is a Taurus, or you are a Taurus, or you know, have some significant Taurus placements. But we also have the white Numen here, which in this deck is signifying creation, which in turn makes me think of the Empress. So that would be an additional Taurus energy. Maybe Taurus is actually very relevant to this reading. But with that, I'm really getting that this person is not only willing to build a relationship with you, but they are willing to build something that would last and something that you might be remembered for. Obviously, this is just a very specific message, but I always feel called to give it because I know for a fact, I've spoken to some people, and I am one myself. There are some people who have this innate feeling that them and a certain partner of theirs are going to build something very important and long-lasting and legacy-worthy. Like the two of them are going to build something like that together. I'm thinking of a business or some sort of investment that they make, and it's going to help them be remembered and really build this sort of what's the word for that? Monetary legacy, enough to kind of like sustain even generations that will come after them. So I really feel called to give this message because I know there are people who are certain about that fact, and if they are in this pile, I really want to indicate to them that this may very possibly be the person that they do that with. But for my people who are not interested in that, who are not getting that feeling in general, I would say that this person just wants to build a solid relationship. They want something that is grounded into reality. They want to see in this relationship the good, the bad, and the ugly. They want each of you to support the other through their bad times. They want to laugh together and celebrate together when something good happens in your lives. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is actually, you know, the type of person who is dating to marry right now. Maybe that is the sort of stabbed in the back energy that we're getting here. Maybe with their past partner, they really thought that the relationship was leading up to marriage, but you know, when they actually popped the question, that person refused them, said no to them. So right now they're really being careful because they don't want to invest into something that is not going to last. Also, pile 2, with that message coming through for my peeps who are afraid of commitment, who don't want to get married, who don't want any of that legal stuff binding you to another person. You can tell that I'm one of those people too. I would say not, you know, be clear with this person that you don't want that. Once again, first and foremost, because you respect them and you don't want them to waste time and feelings, and also because you respect yourself and you really don't want to be trapped in this situation where you either feel like you're coming out short every single time you're you're, you know, not wanting this sort of commitment, or to like feel forced to say that you do, and, you know, really get dragged into things that you don't want to happen. Is there anything else? Message in a bottle. I feel like this may be regarding the fact that you are receiving signs about this person. This is definitely for the people who identify as this being something that they want. This, like I said, may be quite a significant partner in your life, so you may be receiving messages about them, and I wouldn't be surprised if they are receiving messages about you as well. Maybe this is even something that you discussed already. Maybe they know you're spiritual and they brought it up, wanting to get your take on this. But with both message in a bottle and reveal what needs to be seen, I definitely feel like this connection may be awakening a lot of this person's intuitive senses. It may awaken their intuition, period. And maybe this is something that helps you bond together even more. But going back, I feel like I went so off topic. I hope that it was at least enjoyable. I always go off topic because I just love it. Let's admit it. I mean, it's also spirit that makes me want to give out these messages, but I also just really like going off topic. This person's intentions, quite possibly marriage, but if not, definitely committed relationship. They want to take things slow. They want to do this the traditional way. They want to charm you. They want to woo you. They want to really show you their gentleman or lady side, stuff like that. And can you trust this person? Yes, you can trust this person. This person, I really feel like they're also very honest. So if you're wondering if you can trust their word, you can. If this person actually told you all of these things before. But yeah, this person is very trustworthy, both through their nature, I feel like, and through the fact that they don't want any gray spaces anymore. They want everything to be out in the open. They don't want to waste their time with lies and liars. Coming back to the stab in the back energy. But with that being said, pile 2, that has been your reading. If you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I would love to keep your wonderful energy around, and I really hope to see you in another reading. Bye! Hi there, pile 3, and welcome to your reading, baby. As you already know, today we are taking a look at your person's intentions and whether or not you can trust them. For today's reading, you have chosen number 26, protection with set personal boundaries. We're going to leave that card here in the center and take a look at the other cards that wanted to come through for your reading. We have mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Strategy number 21. Okay, I already don't like this, not gonna lie. We have time to go reversed, number 45. We have new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well. Okay, and in terms of tarot, we have, Queen of Pentacles reversed, Four of Swords reversed, Four of Cups. All right. Right off the bat, pile 3, I'm not going to get into the nasty right away. I'm going to try to start out soft and kind of like build up. But yeah, right from the start, I do not believe you can trust this person, nor do I think that they have good intentions. I'm being first and foremost drawn for some reason to the Four of Cups, which is the only card from, the tarot portion that came out in the outright. I think this person really wants you to believe that their mind is more made than it actually is. I feel like this person may be one of those people who no matter what they do, no matter what connections they get into, no matter what careers they have, no matter how much money they have or make, they're just never satisfied. They're just never happy, and they're constantly kind of like deluding themselves into kind of like making every new experience in their life the next big thing, or actually the thing, period, the thing that will actually satisfy them, the thing that will actually make them happy. So how this would relate to your reading, I really feel like this person, I'm not denying the fact that I feel like they're very excited by the idea of you, maybe even in some cases by you, period. But they're definitely making it out to be as more than it actually is. If this person is currently strongly pursuing you, I feel like it may be because you are kind of like refusing them and turning them down, because you know, for good reason, do not like this sort of obsessive energy that they are portraying. And if they are not pursuing you at this time, it's quite possibly because you gave them a chance. They took the chance, and you know, since they had you, since the chase was over, and by the way, had doesn't have to mean, you know, they slept with you. It could have been literally just you going on a date with them and, you know, admitting, you know, whatever, maybe I have a crush on you too. That would have been kind of like enough for them to fulfill the fantasy. The chase was over, and they sort of lost interest because of that. Either way, I feel this person being someone who is very calculated, someone who is able to kind of like, what's the word, shape their attitude and personality in order to fit the person or thing that they are after at that particular time, but they can't offer stability and they can't offer peace of mind. This person also doesn't know boundaries, so if they're chasing you, they're really not going to understand any sort of personal boundaries that you're trying to put. They would text you non-stop. They would maybe even call you. They would ask you to go out. They would try to meet you out and stuff like that, and really try to get you to like them. I feel like that is the main message here. This is the sort of person that doesn't necessarily have feelings for people. They just want other people to have feelings for them, and I really don't want this to be interpreted like I'm coming at this person or calling this person a bad person. To be quite honest, I've struggled with these sort of patterns myself, and I really believe that they are more common than anything. In some cases, I know for a fact, like people who suffer from borderline personality disorder, they are just really good at shaping their personality after other people, and they don't do it on purpose, you know, but it still happens. And I feel like that is still a common thing with spiritual people as well, who are able to mirror the people around them. Water signs in general are really good at doing this, and they're not, once again, they're not necessarily doing it on purpose. But with that being said, there are still things that they are doing on purpose with the exact idea in mind to be able to get you to have feelings for them, like certain romantic gestures that show more emotion that they actually possess for you. Like, for example, a person that you've known for like 2 weeks is suddenly coming with this really nice gesture, like taking you on, I don't know, for example, taking you on a picnic and getting all of your favorite food, and I know, maybe even bringing a laptop, because I've seen a lot of people do that recently, like bringing a laptop and putting on something, you know, romantic, or just something that you generally liked. I feel like this person is very good at hearing your likes and dislikes, and they're really taking note of all of those in order to use them in the future. Once again, I feel like I'm making this person out to be like such a horrible person, but I don't know, I'm torn. Obviously, from your point of view, you absolutely have the right to hate a person like this. But me, as a, the objective narrator here, I really don't know how to feel about this. But can you trust this person? No. Do they have good intentions? No. I feel like that is the most important thing to throw out there. My personal opinion. Doesn't matter whether or not you love or hate this person. Doesn't matter. It matters that you can't trust this person. Okay, they would keep you in a constant limbo where you feel like you can't leave, but you can't stay either, because you're not getting anything either way. Because once you let it be known to this person that you're interested in them, it's kind of like the chase is over and the adrenaline rush is sort of over for them. As a Pisces rising, I can totally relate to that. Nobody cares, but it's literally just like I make all of these fantasies inside my head of what it would be like to be with a certain person, and once it happens, I'm just kind of like, well, now what am I supposed to do? Like, I can't have fantasies about them anymore because I can do them with them in real life, and it's kind of like the excitement kind of like goes away, which is absolutely horrible. I'm so sorry. I'm working on myself, I promise. But going back to the reading, yeah, you're not getting anything either way. Oh, I finally got it. I finally got what this person is doing. It's, I think nowadays it's called love bombing. So when you really act like you're very interested in that person, and you really get them to fall in love with you, and then you kind of like ghost them. That's what's going on here. And once you are in love with this person, obviously you feel heartbreak if you leave and you are, separated from them forever, but you feel heartbreak if you stay with them also, because they're really not the same as they were. And that sort of behavior, whether or not they say it outright, which would be horrible if they actually said this outright, but it would still make you feel like it's your fault, like you're not as exciting as you were, you're not as good as they thought you were. And it's sort of this feeling that you're not good enough for this person, because otherwise why would they lose interest so fast once they actually got up close and personal. What's that Taylor Swift song? I swear I'm a Swiftie, but I always forget the lyrics. Why did you have to go on and lock me out when I let you in? I don't remember. If hopefully I'm going to remember to put the lyric on the screen, but it's something like that. Like, she finally let this person in, and they basically closed their heart. They ghosted, or they lost feeling, something like that. I feel like it's from Wonderland, but don't quote me on that. This card is very interesting to me, the new moon in Virgo, because I feel like this is actually a card from Spirit telling you that trust all will be well. I feel like Spirit wants you to know that you are protected in the situation, and they're going to do everything in their power to protect you from this person and from this person's deceiving way. I really want to say deceiving, because even though I don't want to make this person out to be a bad person, it's still deceiving you. It's still, lying, manipulating, whether or not it's, conscious or unconscious, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Spirit wants you to know that you are protected in this situation. But yeah, Pole 3, that has been your reading. I really hoped I could come towards you with some happier messages, but I think it's still good that you got to hear this message as well, and also, be on your guard, even though you are, like I said, protected by Spirit. With that being said, that has been your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed somewhat, at least found it helpful, insightful, I don't know. But please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I would love to keep your wonderful energy around, and I really hope to see you in another reading. Bye! Hi there, Pile 4, and welcome to your reading, baby. Today, as you already know, we are taking a look at your person's intentions and whether or not you can trust them. For this reading, you have chosen number 10, Firgan, with Become a Loving Mirror. We're going to leave that card here in the center, while we also take a look at the other cards that chose to come through. We have, to begin with, self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. We have number 13 with financial constraints. We have number 50, no place like home. Full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check. And in terms of tarot, we have the 7 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, and the Chariot reversed. Right off the bat, I'm getting this message that I'm not re-understanding yet, but I'm going to relay, either way. In the beginning, we are going to see what that might mean a little bit later on. But what I'm getting right off the bat with the 7 of Swords and the take a reality check, it's this sort of patronizing message of course you couldn't trust me. Why would you think that you could trust me? Once again, I don't understand it as of right now. Let's take a look at the other cards and see if we can get more information. So I wouldn't be surprised, Pile 4, if you and this person had quite a strong connection, or have. I don't know why I use the past tense there. Maybe that is significant for some of you. But I definitely, like I said, wouldn't be surprised if you and this person were soulmates, had some type of soul bond, or you were even twin flames. I don't like throwing, especially that last term, around, but if it resonates, I definitely want you to take this as confirmation. But as Baba Jolie always says, if you're not following her, she's amazing. She does zodiac readings, but as she always say in her twin flame readings, you shouldn't stay in connections that are toxic, that are abusive, that are unhealthy. That is not a twin flame connection. A twin flame connection will never show up as that. So I just want you to keep that in mind. I know we are tempted to use twin flame for any sort of difficult connection, and that brings up a lot of inner struggles maybe, but like I said, twin flame connections do not equate to toxic, abusive relationships, okay? Going back to the reading. I am definitely getting mirroring between the two of you. I do believe that you are in quite a similar place in your lives, which may be weird to hear because I'm not sure either of you is really aware of this. I feel like each of you looks at the other as someone who is above them, as someone who is doing better in life, as somebody who has better skills and qualities than they do. But with that being said, I'm really being shown in my mind a card from the Lovers Oracle deck, and I don't remember the exact way this was formulated, but it was something like, beware of the qualities that you appreciate in one another, because those are qualities that you both possess. And obviously the sentence goes on, the phrase, whatever it is called, and it continues with something like, the same goes for the qualities that you don't like in one another. So I definitely get this push and pull between the two of you, in opinion, of a push and pull in the opinion that you have of the other person, because at one point you may absolutely putting this person on a pedestal, and the next you're kind of like remembering this shitty thing that they did, and you kind of like begin, I don't want to say to hate them, but it's definitely a strong sentiment that you are getting from remembering some sort of nasty interaction that you've had with them. And it's really kind of like minimizing this person's place in your mind, even in your heart. I definitely get the sense that this is not an easygoing connection. There may be a lot of disagreements between the two of you. I don't want to say full-blown fights, but there are definitely certain times when you disagree on things, and it may get a little bit heated. But with that being said, I also kind of like get from both of you the sort of realization that this connection should not happen at this time. I feel like both of you are aware that you have other things to do and should do. Okay, that should is very important there. I feel like you have a lot of things in your physical world, particularly in your career world, because, you know, Capricorn 10th house, the house of career. So yeah, I feel like there are a lot of things that need to be achieved in that department, and also a lot of self-development that still needs to be undertaken. So both of you are kind of like aware of the fact that this connection is not supposed to happen now. But as always in connections that are quite strong, one person may be ignoring that message and maybe ignoring their intuition in their pursuit of the other person. And no, you know, I'm not meaning to come for anybody, but I do believe that that person is you, Pal 4. Once again, because of that message that we got in the beginning, which I'm finally tying into this. Of course you couldn't trust me. Why would you think you could trust me? I feel like your person, the person you're asking about, is really trying to not build any sort of expectations for you in this situation. They're really trying to put up boundaries around themselves and make it very clear that they're not ready for a relationship right now, which I feel like deep down you're also aware of about yourself. Like, you're not supposed to be in a relationship right now, but once again, the pull of the relationship is really taking a toll on you, I'm feeling. So this person may even be resorting to some nasty behavior to kind of like put you off to them, which is very interesting because, you know, in the other piles, and when you click on this sort of reading, intentions, like can you trust their intentions, you sort of think that, you know, the person you're asking about is telling you that they want a relationship, and you know whether or not you can trust them when they say that. But with your person, I feel like their intention is quite the opposite. They're trying to put you off to them, to kind of like show you that they're not the right person for you, kind of like show you how nasty that they can be, how I don't know, bad behaved for some reason comes to mind. I don't know what exactly they're doing, but they're definitely trying to put you off to them. And can you trust their intention? Like, yeah, absolutely, that's absolutely their intention. I don't know where this is coming from. Maybe they just feel like a fraud. That is a possibility when they are around you, because they feel like you see them as better than they actually are. And like I said, I feel like they even look at you thinking that you are the one who is better in this connection, and they kind of like feel inferior to the energy that you bring to the table. But it's definitely implied here that whatever this person is doing is kind of like helping both of you focus on yourselves. Whether is it ethical, whatever they're doing, whether is it, I don't know, the right thing to do, depends. Debatable, you know, but I feel like it's definitely helping your growth, because with such strong connections between people, it's usually the case that they really need to grow independently before they come together, because they you know, they are in danger of becoming kind of like consumed by their relationship and becoming a we before they can ever become an I, like their own individual. And once again, I really feel like there are a lot of things that you are meant, like absolutely meant to achieve independently. But it doesn't mean this person doesn't think about you. This Two of Pentacles really makes me think that they're constantly juggling between, you know, wanting to build this career possibly for themselves, or this life for themselves, and, you know, just say screw it and enter a relationship with you. But they know that's way too easy, and it's not. I don't know, for some reason this person is thinking that good things are never supposed to be easy, which I guess I can agree with. I can kind of like see the point in that. But either way, you do feel like home. I feel like both of you feel like home to one another, and you really want to make this work, even though this person really doesn't seem like they want the connection at all. And once again, I'm feeling called to say whether or not what they're doing is ethical or right or the correct thing to do. I feel like at the end of the day, it still matters that it is helping both of you grow on your own. I really feel like at this point you're supposed to be separated from one another, but trust this person is thinking about you. Okay? It's just that they have themselves on their mind as well, and you should do the same. Okay, like nobody is telling you to stop thinking about this person. I know in such situations it's even hard to do so when there is such a strong pull, but definitely focus on yourself first, because through that, actually, like, you think it's going to damage the situation between the two of you, but it's honestly going to help it. You focusing on yourself and focusing on creating the best version of yourself. So this person's their intentions is to keep you in separation if that is what is needed for you to be able to grow on your own. And can you trust them? I mean, depends on what you want to trust them on. If you want to trust them on the fact that they want what's best for the two of you, then yeah, absolutely can trust them on that. But I wouldn't necessarily trust everything that comes out of their mouth if you meet one another, because like I said, they're really trying to put you off to the idea of them and help you focus on the things that you have to achieve. So yeah, Paul 4, that has been your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I would love to keep your wonderful energy around, and I really hope to see you in another reading. Bye!